Good morning, and there was the bell, guys. We are going to have a crazy day today with stocks honestly bouncing right off of support right now. SPY is on a huge level at 368, which we talked about a lot in last night's video. That is going to hold up as a big support, and it looks like it actually has this morning in pre-market. So far, looking okay on the SPY. The SPY is red right now, 0.47%, with that big gap down. But that could easily change as the day goes on. Hopefully, we continue to see SPY hold on the support and move back up. I will say, though, I am becoming increasingly worried of a potential pullback. You know, this is a big support. If we do end up breaking this, I could see a lot of sellers rushing into the SPY and just rushing into the market if we do see that break. So really watch that. I think some sellers might come in under 368. So keep that in mind for today as you kind of navigate the market. But I think a lot of big stocks, obviously, out there have been going up. Like Netflix has done very, very well, obviously, with earnings. We've been seeing Disney move up today with Netflix as well, which I thought was great. Meta is actually up in the green a little bit. Delta Airlines is continuing up off of their big jump up yesterday. Even in after hours yesterday, they continued to just explode up as, of course, the SPY was moving. But either way, big moves up yesterday out of a lot of stocks, and now they are starting to pull back a little bit. But it's a very mixed day so far. Some stocks are green. The majority of my watch list is red, though, with the pullback. Wow, look at ChargePoint. You can see some of these growth stocks here are getting destroyed, like ChargePoint, Square, NIO, DraftKings. Oh, no, that's not good. Not DraftKings, guys. Then we have Enphase falling off, Baidu, Asana. I mean, every growth stock is pretty much pulling back down. Now, I know there might be a couple outliers that are moving up, but for the most part, those growth plays are running down. I see Snapchat's holding up pretty well, though, ahead of earnings tomorrow, which is going to be pretty awesome. And speaking of earnings, guys, Netflix's earnings last night were insane. I cannot believe how much they ended up popping up and all the good news. I could not believe that they were only expecting 1.09 million subscribers, and they came in with 2.41 million. That is a huge addition, guys. I mean, 2.41 million over the 1.09 million estimate. That's a whole million and a third almost higher. I mean, that's a pretty big jump, and they beat on EPS and revenue nonetheless. But yeah, Netflix, great day today. W's in the chat for Keisha, guys. Keisha has done amazing on Netflix. She grabbed some Netflix yesterday before close. Keisha, definitely let us know in the chat how you're doing on those plays, because that is an insane move out of Netflix and just an insane run and jump to the upside. I could not believe what I was seeing last night. And honestly, it was one of those weird things where it had such big candles, and I thought maybe by the morning it would end up really low. But I'm very glad it held up for you, and it's still going up right now even. So looking good, guys. Give Keisha the W. She got a very nice play on Netflix yesterday, which she talked about quite a bit, actually. So if you guys are in the Discord, you guys might have been able to catch that a little bit. Let's see, SPY still holding support, coming back up now, which is a good thing to see. We're seeing, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that, guys. The weather by me is actually insane. It was 70 something degrees this weekend, and now it's 28 degrees by me. I mean, that is just, I cannot believe that I'm seeing that. Yeah, look at this down here. Look at 29 degrees, High Ridge, Missouri. Wow. I cannot believe it's that crazy, actually. Dang. But Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but W's for Keisha. That's amazing, and we're starting to see a lot of these blue chip or like retailer stocks, safer plays start to move up, like McDonald's. KO's doing well today. Walmart did okay so far. Same thing with Costco's all right, I guess. Kroger is one that's doing great. They're having a nice little pop actually with good old Kroger. Let's see that daily chart of Kroger. Wow, Kroger's down around support, but this little uptrend here isn't too convincing to me yet. We're going to need some consolidation more, and I'm sure we'll widen that range away from these bigger candles here soon. But yeah, thank you guys for joining up today, and let me know what stock you guys are watching. Bill says 22 in KC. KC. King Cloud Holdings? No, I'm just joking, Bill. I don't know if this is exactly what you meant there. Or do you mean Kansas City? Yeah, you mean Kansas City, I think. Marty Longoria, hey, thanks for joining up. Thanks for being here, Marty, Mike, Bill, Xbox, Keisha. Thank you guys for always throwing me the support, and thanks for joining the live streams every day. I appreciate that. If you guys have anything awesome you want to check out, just let me know, and we can throw it up here on the charts for us. But as far as those big plays yesterday, I mean, Netflix looks like it is starting to really break out here. It's breaking out above the range, and it's moving up into this nice gap to the upside, which is amazing. I think we might finally start to fill this gap up. A lot of people are targeting 300. Some people are targeting 330. So it's a very tough thing, but I will say Netflix is just one of those crazy stocks. It's had an insane drop down here. And I think that with them doing the ad-supported tier and stuff like that, that really might help bring them back. So keep Netflix on the radar, guys. I think that there's more upwards potential besides just what we're seeing now. Now, obviously, it might take a couple days, but yeah, it's still going well. I will say, guys, this is very weird how Netflix bounced off of my blue line. This blue line is literally just a, it's just an arrow. I didn't even mean for it to like bounce off of that, and it's very weird how it just lines up perfectly on the 5-minute chart. Like, why is that so perfect right there? I literally just randomly drew an arrow, and it looks like the most perfect support bounce. I am confused. I am confused there. Iranical says today only AMD. Is that all you're trading today, Iranical? Advanced Micro Devices. I like this stock. I think the stock can do well. Right now it's not though. Sitting down here at the bottom of its range. Well, I will say more of, I guess, in the middle, but close to the bottom. The bottom's down here around 56 or 56.25. Bouncing a little bit. Definitely not the worst. Yeah, Advanced Micro Devices. Looking pretty good there. This might be a pretty good support if you guys are looking to buy. What I will say, though, is if, obviously we need these earnings to go well. We need the market to still have some strength and continue to pop back to the upside. But poor AMD, just not getting that type of movement today that you really want. Nvidia's looking a little bit better, but, I mean, at least they're green, but it's not like it's green that much. AMD is actually red by 1%, which I found interesting. We still have airlines continuing to explode today. UAL, AAL, DAL, they're all doing quite well today. I know they did better in after hours yesterday, but wow, what big jumps here. They even had some momentum a few minutes ago on the 1-minute chart. They had a little bit. Trying to find some big movers, though, today. It looks like a lot of things are falling off to the downside, of course, like I was talking about earlier. Like Asana, LI, Plug, ChargePoint, Blink. Stocks like that are really selling off. CHPT Down 4% again. Definitely not what you want. Wow, that looks like a bad dead cat bounce, guys. I hope that's not the case. If it is, we're going to be... Well, if that's the case, the cat's going to be dead. They come up with some weird names for these trading terms, don't they? Like dead cat bounce and inverted triangle, and in the options world you have like a salamander butterfly. you know like you have like an iron condor. It's like what, where are you coming up with these things? It's pretty funny. Keisha bought the Netflix out of the money 250 calls, so she's only 20 points in the money. They were so freaking expensive. I think it's time to buy some IBM shares, though. IBM. This stock is very iffy for me. I like the stock, but it's one of those stocks that's just done so poorly over the past 10 years. I just can't believe how poorly they've done. Whenever we look at like a max weekly chart, you can really see how since 2013, this stock has been seriously consolidating. Now you can take that as a bad thing. Like, yeah, sure, the stock's been performing bad, but now it might start to come back up. So maybe now is a good time, Keisha. I will say, as far as the daily or the max weekly chart goes, I would much rather be getting in during this area than obviously somewhere at the top. So I think it's smart. You're grabbing shares at a good price, and while it's not my favorite company, I think that it's still a good trade. Just because it's not my favorite doesn't make it bad, but it's just not my favorite company out there. International Business Machines. Oh, she says options. She likes their options. Okay. I feel you. Whenever you said shares, I was thinking you meant buy and hold for the long term, but I see what you're saying now. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. Ooh. Actually, this is holding up a lot better than most stocks today, Keisha. I'll take that. I mean, it's up 0.2%. It's actually not bad. I hope it runs up. Yeah, Xbox, I know. I know. It's just not my favorite to buy and hold long term, but I feel like I will say I feel like getting a good trade on it could definitely work, and the setup is not bad. I mean, it's starting to get really close to key resistances, and if it gets some good movement, it could easily break out above those, so I hope it happens. Keisha says, and I'm grabbing FTNT options. Fortinet. Nice. FTNT. Let's check it out. Fortinet. This stock's been very hot the past couple weeks. I should say like the past 5 trading days. Yeah, it's been very good. When I look at that 5-minute chart, it's just been a nice stair step back to the upside. Looks like it's still kind of on that trajectory. I will say that sell-off yesterday at open kind of reminds me of this sell-off from back on Monday, October 10th. And the stock ended up falling there, but very weird setup. Big rejections, though, up around 52.50. As soon as the stock gets close to 53, it just sells back off. It did it back there on the 10th. It did it again here yesterday. Oh, man. You guys are teaming up on me. I better watch myself. But don't worry, guys. We're going to get into some Tesla earnings predictions here pretty soon. So stick around for TSLA earning predictions in a little while. I'm just waiting a little bit for the market to kind of get going this morning. Maybe we'll do it around 10 p.m. Eastern. Or 10 a.m. Eastern. Not 10 p.m. You guys be waiting a long time. But talking about Tesla right now, they're looking like they might fall under this big support around 218 or around 217.50. That's a big support, and the stock is about to break down below. Uh-oh. Not what you want. Ooh, 217.50. Hang on 1 second, guys. That's a pretty good setup on Tesla, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. Keisha says FTNT has a multiple bottom on the daily starting from September. Let's go look at it. Triple bottom. Let's see. Yeah, kinda, Keisha. Definitely does. Besides for that one weird red day that extended way further, but yeah, these two are really close. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That was a bit of an outlier day, too, that day. You know, everything, I think, flew down that day. Initially. And then recovered, though, so it was cool. Nice recovery. Xbox says, have you done any more research in JOBY? No, I actually haven't. I forgot about that, Xbox. That's pretty cool, though. JOBY. Let's go back and look at it again. Joby or Jobby Aviation? Joby? I haven't done any research on it, but I feel like it's a very cool idea. I mean, like, an insane idea, actually. Insanely cool. As long as these things don't fail, which everything's gonna fail eventually, but it is kind of scary of a thing to do. Imagine this is how we'll be traveling in the future. All in the air, no more vehicles on the ground. That would be pretty insane, Xbox, wouldn't you think? That would be really crazy. FNGU. Bushing's asking about FNGU. Let's go check that out. Huh. I've never heard of this. Microsectors FANG Index, 3x leverage. Let me go look at this. FNGU ETF. All right. Let's see their holdings. Wow. Okay. FNGU. It's a 3x leverage. Is it leverage to the upside though? I guess it is because they've been doing bad. You know, I actually like this. I'm not gonna lie, Bushing. I think this could end up being pretty good. Now, I will say, as far as FNGU goes, I'm not too familiar with how they're set up, but it's a 3x leverage ETN, which is kind of like an ETF, and it should do pretty well, I think, as long as those stocks come up. And I think, honestly, looking at the chart with how oversold it is, I think it's a pretty good play, Bushing. I think it's a pretty good one. Now, I'd rather you get something that isn't leveraged, because if, like, SPY, for example, keeps going down, and this is leveraged, and all those tech stocks fall, we will continue to see FNGU fall lower and lower and lower at a more rapid pace than the market, obviously, because of that leverage. Kind of like this year. From the beginning of this year to the end, FNGU fell from 40 all the way down to $5. That is an insane year. I cannot believe it. But I feel like that FNGU is a good, I like it. You know, it has a good mix of stocks in the holdings. Obviously, it's the FANG stocks. But, you know, Twitter, Tesla, Nvidia, Netflix, Facebook, Baidu, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Alibaba. I mean, that's some crazy stocks in there. And A lot of those are set to recover up in some pretty big ways in the future. So when that happens, FNGU should start exploding again. Let's see though. Keisha says Netflix, let's go. NFLX, it's still running. She's now $21 in the money on Netflix. Oh my gosh, Keisha, let's go. Give Keisha some claps, guys. That's awesome. She killed it on Netflix. We lost on Johnson & Johnson, but Netflix did amazingly well. I should say I lost on Johnson & Johnson. I think Keisha actually won. But good job, Keisha. Johnson & Johnson was a insane play yesterday. Keisha like doubled down, I remember. You like doubled down at the bottom of the day and ended up winning on it, which was nice. Sorry about that, guys. Just eyeing up the Discord and different things really quick, trying to look around for some different stuff for us here. Let's see like the popular news tab on Discord. What do we have coming in? Putin introduces martial law. Oh. Putin introduced martial law on Ukraine. Well, in the Ukraine regions that they, I guess, own now. That they stole. Uh-oh. Baidu down. Moderna down. PDD, JD, not good. Lowe's was downgraded at Evercore. That's not good either. Oh, man. Let's go see the tax brackets. We have some new tax brackets now. Not bad. What? You're kidding me. The standard deduction is increasing $27,700. Come on, Biden. What the fuck? That pisses me off. You're kidding me. Wow. What in the hell? That pisses me off. I'll tell you that. Wow. What? Taxes owed $2,200 plus 12% of the amount over $22,000. That's weird. $10,000 plus 22% of amount over over 40 grand. Man, that pisses me off, guys. I mean, come on, can it get any worse? I thought Biden and them were supposed to help the individual with taxes. I thought they were supposed to tax corporate things and all that stuff. These fucking clowns in there. Jesus Christ. Nothing makes me more angry, guys, than taxes, I'll tell you. Taxes, oh my god. I would go to war for taxes. I'm not kidding. I would fucking go to war for taxes. I hate them. I hate taxes. It's my least favorite thing ever. I cannot believe, like, how much taxes I've paid while being so young. It makes me sick to my stomach, actually. It really does. It's like, it's terrible. Like, we need, like, someone to, like, actually get in charge, like, to know, like, what the hell is going on, because both parties both equally suck at taxes. Come on. Can't we tax like Walmart or something that's been making bank this year? Like let me know how you guys feel about that. You guys think that's okay? I mean, I don't know. I think that's bullshit. That's too much. That is too much. They boosted the income thresholds. Hmm. Oh, see, they made that sound terrible. What they worded that so bad up here. They worded that so bad. It's not that bad, but it's just I hate taxes. Experts predict IRA limits will jump to $6,500 for savers under 50. Hey, there we go, everybody. $6,500 for savers under 50 for your IRAs. That's good. It's a good little jump, isn't it? Like 500 bucks. I think right now it's like 6 grand, isn't it? I know those IRAs are amazing, guys. I mean, if you get into those when you're 18 and you just keep putting 6 grand a year, 6 grand a year, 6 grand a year. Well, in this case now, 6,500 a year every time. It starts to add up. It adds up, and I will say you could see some good returns over the years, especially once you start to become 40 and 50 and 60. It starts to get pretty good. All right, Keisha, let's go back to Netflix real quick. NFLX popping up. Popping up right there. Yeah, they worded that terribly up there, guys. I will say, though, I'm still not happy. Oh, I'm still not happy. The deductions are going up, though, which is good, but I bet I'll end up paying more taxes. That's going to make me angry. Somehow, I can guarantee you I'm going to end up paying more. It's going to happen. It happens every year. Every year. Netflix is getting rejected at the all-time high, or, well, not all-time high, Keisha, but I see ya. High of the day. Took profits only 90% because the IV is crazy, but a win's a win. Hey, that's nice, Keisha. I'm glad you're doing good on it. I'm glad you got 90%. I feel like you should have got more, though, but you're right. Yeah, that IV is crazy, of course, and of course it just had to fall back down right before open, too. That probably hurt premiums quite a bit. Yeah, I'm with you, Marty. It's just horseshit. Every year it's like I hate talking to my tax guy. NFLX, yeah. Good sell, Keisha. I mean, it is really double topping up there, and I think that was a pretty good sell. Even if it breaks, there's a pretty good chance of an intraday pullback here, obviously, and it's starting to play out that way. And those premiums are just going to get hit worse and worse as the day goes on. So, nice, Keisha. I think it's good. I think it's nice to see. Let's go check back in on good old SPY. Sitting here right on support. It looks just like Tesla's chart. Tesla and SPY look the exact same right now. Like, literally the exact same. Hang on, guys. Just getting a quick screenshot of the SPY real quick here for Discord. Let's go look at Apple. Yeah, see, Apple looks a little bit worse. Microsoft looks kind of like SPY too. Let's see the correlation to SPY. 0.86, not bad. Apple is 0.73. Interesting. Huh. Very interesting, but all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into some Tesla earnings predictions. So let's go, guys. I'm going to throw up a nice poll before I start talking about it too in depth. But Tesla's going to be crazy. I mean, look at this nice bounce off support. Moving up in a pretty good way, just consolidating. Looking pretty solid, but going to get this poll up here about Tesla. Do you think Tesla will beat on earnings? Good old Tesla. This is going to be a fun poll. Good old Tesla. It's going to have crazy earnings, guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to possibly cover with Tesla. They have a lot of things going on with factories. Obviously, some delays in China. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff that can happen with Tesla. So if you guys are liking the stream, please smash that like button and vote in the poll. Let's try to get some pretty good numbers on this poll. I think that would be a pretty cool thing to look at Tesla for tomorrow. And, you know, maybe we'll make a play if the poll goes a certain way. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys. And thanks for being here as always. But let's get into the nitty gritty stuff with Tesla here. So let me get a couple, just let me get a couple articles up here about Tesla with some factories opening up and stuff like that. All right. Gotta remove my ad blocker on these websites. My ad blocker doesn't even work anymore. So you can see, like, on this article here. So this is what's really big for me with Tesla now. So Tesla, they've been opening up a few factories lately. So they've opened up this year a gigafactory in Texas. They opened up their factory in Berlin as well. So I think that Tesla should be able to do pretty well. I would definitely think that they might post some pretty good numbers, but there is some issues now when it comes to these factories. So when it comes to Tesla and the factories, initially you might think, okay, great. They opened up more factories. They're getting more production. Let's go. But them opening those factories and getting them ramping up production can end up hurting their bottom line in some ways. You know, obviously they're going to start spending more money, trying to get the factories open, and it does cost, you know, a lot to get these things going. But once they get going, they should do pretty well. So I'm curious if Tesla is going to have a good outlook here on their earnings. If they have good guidance, then I think Tesla could end up doing pretty well. In the short term, I don't think Tesla is going to really miss earnings expectations too much as far as the EPS and revenue goes, considering they delivered vehicles in a pretty good way last year. Now, the big thing is in this quarter, I know they already came out with some delivery numbers recently and stuff like that too. I believe the stock ended up falling on those numbers actually a couple weeks ago when they came out. It was probably this day in the morning, the Thursday morning, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But either way, I know that they've had some pretty lackluster delivery numbers, but I will say they produced a lot of vehicles. It's just their deliveries just barely missed. So I would say that they have a pretty good shot, in my opinion, to hit on the EPS and hit on the revenue. I'm just curious what's going to come of the factory. So obviously, we're going to have to see some good production come out of those. We're going to have to see good numbers from the factories, and we have to see a good report about the factories not costing Tesla a lot of money in the short term. I know that I've seen some bad reports about the factories possibly hurting them this year, so we'll have to see if that's the case, but I know it's a pretty big report here, and there's another outlier with Tesla that comes into play. So another bad thing for Tesla's earnings here are that the factories in China have had some delays. You know, in China, they still have COVID lockdowns and stuff like that. And some people have said that that might end up hurting Tesla as well, because the Shanghai factory wasn't able to operate as well as it should have. So pretty crazy with Tessie here. It's definitely bouncing today on this support right around 218. That is a huge support. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces off of it over the past few days. If we hold this and run up into earnings tonight, I think that would end up being a pretty good deal for the stock market. But for right now, it's obviously not the best, and Tesla is just consolidating today. Now, as far as my predictions on which way I think it will go, is I personally think that Tesla might end up popping up here. So I think Tesla has a good chance to go up. They've been opening these factories, and I have a good feeling that maybe something good will come out of that. And keep in mind, guys, Tesla has been just innovating across the board. They've been coming out with updates to the full self-driving platform and stuff like that lately as well. So Tesla has a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to worry about as far as their earnings go. But they're right on a big support, starting to look pretty good. You know, if earnings are bad, we're probably going to end up gapping down below this support and probably fall under $200. So be prepared for the negative, but I personally think that we could end up moving up. So that's my predictions. It looks like right now, as far as the poll goes, we have 9 votes for Tesla. 44% of you guys voted beat, the stock moves up. 22% voted for beat, stock stays the same. 22% voted for miss, stock moves down. 11% said miss, stock stays the same. So yeah, if you guys have not yet voted in the poll, please check that out. I feel like Tesla's a very big stock to watch, and this is a very crucial support here around $200. So we need to get a good report here. It's been a long time since Tesla's been running up in a good way. You know, I will say we did a couple months ago, we were running up in like August, you know, the end of July, and then in August and September. Tesla was running up a little bit, but the market recovered up too. And this just looks like a terrible longer term head and shoulders pattern here, guys. I mean, this is just not good. To me, it looks like it could end up falling down just based on the chart price action. But so these earnings have actually went pretty well lately. The big thing is just going to be, how are they managing costs with all of those lockdowns, and then obviously with all of the factories coming out. That's going to be the big thing with Tesla. But Keisha says, let's go Apple. And Keisha also says if she plays Tesla, she's getting a far out expiration, maybe November. You know, that might not be a bad idea, Keisha. I will say Tesla's options can get pretty expensive though, so I don't know how expensive they are when you go out to November. Let me go look. Tesla November 18th. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty expensive. Even things really far out of the money are expensive, but you know, it's an earnings gamble, I'm trying to say. Earnings gamble. But yeah, I think Tesla has a shot to go up today or, you know, tonight. We will see though. It's going to be a big one. They're estimating revenue at 22 billion and EPS at 1.001. Interesting. If it comes in there, I'd be happy. All it has to do is hit the estimate. We might pop up. Nice. Yeah, Apple not over recovered, but really recovered today. Nice, Keisha. That's a big pop up. Looks really nice on Apple. Good call. Glad to see that one running back. MSFT isn't really moving as much, but Apple is. I don't know if you guys saw that bad Apple news yesterday, but it was terrible. Let's see. Apple cuts iPhone 14 Plus production to tap demand for premium iPhone Pro models. So, pretty insane. Wow. They told a manufacturer in China to immediately halt production of the iPhone 14 Plus. That's insane. I will say though, guys, with how much phones cost, I can't believe how expensive they're getting now. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I mean, like my iPhone cost me like $1,000 or $1,200 or something. I mean, it's getting kind of crazy now. I think I have like the 13 Pro Max or the 14. I can't remember which one I have now. I think it's the 13 Pro Max. It's definitely the Max one, but yeah, everybody I know buys the Pro one. You know, nobody buys the regular iPhone that I know. So I guess that makes sense, honestly, for him to slash that. I would say it makes sense, anyways. Hmm. Strange, though, guys. Strange setups today with Spy. I'm hoping we can end up breaking out. That support is really holding, though. We're going to have to watch that really closely. There is a bit of a lower high going on the chart here, which doesn't give me too much confidence there with that lower high, but the lower highs don't always work out, so keep that in mind. But man, I'm really hoping we don't flush back under this support right here, guys. This support is very key around 368. I mean, I do not want to see that break. That would be a terrible, in my opinion, a terrible move here on Spy. Might even signal like a little trend reversal back down if that breaks, but Tesla's starting to pop back up on the 1 minute. There we go. There we go, Tesla. Nice. What about Apple? There we go. Keisha, Apple kept going. Awesome to see. Keep running up, Apple. I believe in you. I believe in Apple, guys. We now have 11 votes in the poll for Tesla, guys. Don't forget to vote in the poll for Tesla's earnings. And also, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. It really helps us out. We're at 9 likes right now. Anything higher than 10, I'll be happy with. So, appreciate you guys as always. And thanks for being here. Hopefully, we can find some good intraday setups. Looking at my watch list here. Trying to find some stocks that are running around for us. Some volatility. Wow, Apple has some. Keep going. Man, Keisha, you were on fire when you said this earlier. SPY's moving up with Apple. Tesla's popping with Apple and SPY as well. There we go. Microsoft. Let's go. Nice little break back to the upside. Glad to see that. That was a crazy time right there. Right around 9/11 today. We were 9/11 and 9/12 were crucial candles. I'm glad we were able to move back up there. Looking like we were going to get a big pop one way or the other. A little bit of like a little triangle setup going on. Good little breakout though. Looked pretty good. Netflix reapproaching the high of day. Yeah, trying to break, Keisha. 100% trying to break. I'm going to delete this. Let me get this arrow off the screen. There we go. That's a pretty solid breakout there. That looks really good. Really good. I mean, exactly what we wanted with earnings up into that gap, which is amazing. Like we kept saying, you know, it's probably not going to fill the gap, but pretty good. Let's go check out these retailers like KR, Walmart, Target again. Walmart's just consolidating. Target too. Target was upgraded by Jeffries yesterday morning, which I missed in the morning, but I saw the Target. I saw Target's movement, but I missed the information, but I found it a little bit later on in the day. Thought that was cool. AAL's moving a little bit. DAL's moving. Let's see if we can get a nice green candle here on DAL. I think it's possible with the market doing so well. We just need one solid move up. That's it. I think this stock could end up breaking out maybe if we see that. Tesla earnings though. Look at Tesla intraday today. Wow. I'm going to have to draw something up for this. You guys might like this. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't line up. What about from the bottom? We started from the bottom, now we here. All right. Oh, wow, that kind of lines up better. Very nice. All right, Tesla, you going to hold this? You going to hold this for us today, or are you going to make us sad? That's not really like the best trend line in the world. I mean, we're talking about a very, very small short-term trend line on the 1 minute chart. Maybe we'll see it bounce though. That would be nice if we did. That would be very interesting if we ended up seriously bouncing there. Come on, SPY. That actually looks strong. Turning back up a little bit. Let's go. Almost like a double top intraday, though, which does worry me, but looking pretty strong. Glad to see it, guys. Glad to see it. Hope you guys are having a good day, though, overall. I mean, Keisha's doing well with Netflix. I hope you guys are also doing well on your trades here so far today. I know trading has been pretty crazy the past few days. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. We have been starting to get some better price action coming in, though, I think. Earnings this morning, we have Procter & Gamble, or PG. Forgot about them. Wow, they did well, too. Wow, Procter & Gamble. Nice. Nice little pop. Nothing crazy with their earnings, but, you know, it did have a little pop up. Just like yesterday, almost like a normal move. Let me go check out PG's options just to see if they're winning today or not. Let's see. Oh, wow. So, guys, the calls on Procter & Gamble are looking rough. So, like yesterday, let's just say you would have bought like a 129, maybe a 130 call. Let's see. So the 130 calls are only up 15%. And the 129 calls are up 23%. And if you got like 131 calls or higher, I should say 132 calls or higher, you're now losing. So that's unfortunate. But Procter & Gamble did, it does look like they did well with their earnings, which is good. SPY's in a crazy setup. We're right back at that high of day. We're breaking out, guys. Look at that big candle on SPY come in. There we go, SPY. There we go. That's awesome. SPY's running up there. Very nice. Let's see. Boeing. Holy jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow, that's crazy, guys. Look at that big jump there. Let's go see SPY again. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. What a huge jump up. That is an amazing play, guys. Look at SPY running up above that high of day. Let's go. That's awesome. Great movement. Great movement. Boeing has some fucking momentum, guys. Holy shit. Check that out on the chart. That is seriously awesome. Yeah, Netflix broke too. What? NFLX. That's insane. I cannot believe Netflix broke out like that. Come on, Netflix. You're so close. Keisha, it's so close. Oh my gosh. It's right on the high of yesterday. It's probably going to go up. I mean, the SPY is doing quite well. Come on, Netflix. I want to see it happen. We got to see it. Come on. Haha, that's awesome. Boosting says, Tom, you'd be a good announcer like football or WWE, lol. That would be amazing, Bushing. It's probably because I watch so much baseball and hockey and football, and I watch everything. I really do. I'm a sports fanatic. I really am. I'm not a big sports gambler, though. I'll say that. I'm not a big sports gambler. I made a few grand betting on baseball a couple years ago. Tom Brady made me bank one time in the Super Bowl. I thought that was really cool. But, you know, other than that, I've just been sticking with the stocks. Thinking of Boeing guy from your video, lol. I know, right? The Boeing guy. Lucid. Xbox says LCID. You know, we haven't been talking about Lucid a lot lately. Oh, thank. That chart was messed up. But now Lucid, yeah, really consolidating down here at the bottom, Xbox. You know, Xbox, I will say, here's what I'm going to say about Lucid at the exact moment right now. There is a lot of crazy price action here on Lucid stock. I mean, a lot. These are a ton of consolidation candles, a lot of dojis going on. We might see a bit of a break here soon. And I mean maybe a break back up, because we could see trend reversal here with all these dojis coming in. This is signaling to me that there's a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers, guys, down here in this area on Lucid. There's a lot of buyers, I think, coming in, buying up the selling pressure here. Like, you can see how that one day we had that big sell-off and a huge reversal, just like a lot of stocks had. But this is a key area down here, and it's very, very low right now. If you like Lucid, right now might not be a bad time considering the risk reward. I mean, hell, if it breaks that low here, you know, if it breaks the low down there at around 12 bucks, just cut it. You know, simply cut it. Your risk reward, you lose like 84 cents a share, 85 cents a share. You know, whoop-de-doo, right? 85 cents a share. If you get 100 shares, that's not even 100 bucks. It's $85. So really not even anything too crazy. I think if you, you know, get some Lucid here, it might not be a bad play. I could probably see Lucid, you know, popping back up at least to go retest 1550 at some point. I could at least see a retest of 1550 eventually here. It's going to depend on the overall market, though, guys, so that's going to make a big difference. But the market is dynamic and ever-changing, but right now, I think it looks pretty solid for a play back up and lots of consolidation. Like I said, you're also getting it at just about the best time possible, so you're getting it at a better time than any point this whole year, pretty much. Come on, SPY, can we hold and then break out more? I want to see some more breakouts. More breakouts, more big movement coming in the market. Netflix is about to break, Keisha. Netflix is about to break. Come on. I know it wants to. Oh, no. No rejection here. Only upwards movement for us. Only upwards movement. Wow, guys. Boeing, just what an intraday pop. That is so relieving and nice to see. Same thing with SPY. Holding its ground, bouncing off that support that I've had posted on here forever. It popped up above this, fell down into support, and now it's bouncing it back up above. So, very nice. Come on, SPY. Let's get up there. Let's keep running for these nice stocks. Like Boeing. Oh my gosh, Boeing. You are on fire, Boeing. That is just... Jeez. Palantir is not looking bad either. Let's go back to Tessie. Yeah, Tesla held on that trend line a little bit. Not bad. I'm going to delete that now, though. All right. Tesla pulled back down to support just like SPY. Tesla has intraday support at 22.15. Maybe if it can hold here, it can start to run back up. I like these little setups like this. Sometimes they do pretty well on these little pullback and confirmations as long as it can get some good momentum. Hopefully SPY keeps running. Boeing's starting to consolidate a little bit up at the top, guys, so watch for that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining the stream today, and I appreciate all the likes and all the votes we got. We got 16 votes. We have stock market moving up was the obvious choice here. So Tesla's going to beat earnings and stocks move up. 44 of you, or 44% of you voted for that. 25% voted for beat, stocks stays the same. 25% voted for miss, stocks move down, and 6% voted for miss, stocks stay the same. So a lot of people are looking like Tesla might beat and the stock moves up. So we'll have to see exactly what happens with that. Like I talked about earlier, we have a lot of big things going on with Tesla earnings tonight. There's going to be a lot of stuff talked about with their factories opening up. A lot of stuff talked about, I think, with the lockdowns in China. And just all types of things. I mean, they might even announce funding more technology for the Tesla semi-truck. I mean, who knows? You know, there's all types of stuff that they talk about. And I know they have some pretty crazy, what do they call those? Pretty crazy conference calls. You know, whenever they talk about the earnings, sometimes Tesla's conference calls have gotten pretty crazy in the past. I mean, I've heard Elon do some crazy stuff at them. We'll listen to Tesla's earnings call real quick. All right, I'm gonna play this for you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream once this is done. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Booshing, Xbox, Keisha, Raymond Lee. Thanks for joining up today. Got that money. Booshing, Xbox, Bill W. Thanks for being here. Marty Longoria, of course. Thanks for being here as well. Mike Chang, Bill W, Iranical. I appreciate you guys joining up today. I feel like we had a pretty good live stream. You know, there's been lots of price action today. Lots of good movement back to the upside, which is amazing. Right, like today, I mean, Boeing is like the, I don't know, they're almost like the New York Jets this year. Surprising me, you know? They're surprising me. So, very nice move up with Boeing. Glad to see that. Good price action today. But here, I'll play Elon Musk ranting during his Q1 2020 conference call. You guys might like this. It's pretty funny. Let's see if the... Oh, nice. There's even closed captioning. Perfect. Here you guys go. I'll play this, and then we'll end the live stream. But I think you guys will like this. It'll be pretty cool. Wait, before we start, Keisha says, there goes Netflix. We got to see that break. We've been waiting all morning for this. So come on, Netflix. Get up there. Darn it, Keisha. It broke, and it's just consolidating. Come on, no fake outs. Hashtag no fake outs for you, Netflix. No. Get up there. Come on, where's these buyers at? Wow, it got rejected, Keisha. Darn it. That sucks to see. It got rejected. For now. But here, I'll play Elon's rant for you guys. Have a great day. I appreciate you all being here. Of course, I will be in the Discord later on today. If you guys want, check out tonight's YouTube video. We will be going over Tesla's earnings, so please check it out. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It'll be a nice action-packed video for you guys. And if you guys enjoy the video tonight, please watch it all the way through and then smash that like button and leave us a comment, please. That really helps us out on YouTube. The YouTube's been trending in the right direction lately. So looking good. Looking good there. But yeah, hashtag no fake outs for Netflix. Come on, let's get back up there sooner rather than later. I think it still has a pretty good chance if Spy can keep up, but here you guys go. I'll talk to you guys later.
We only have two car factories right now, one in Shanghai and one in the Bay Area. And the Bay Area produces the vast majority of our cars. All of S and X, and most of the 3 and all of the Y. So the extension of the shelter in place, or frankly I would call it forcibly imprisoning people in their homes against all their constitutional rights, that's my opinion, and breaking people's freedoms in ways that are horrible and wrong, and not why people came to America or built this country. What the fuck? Excuse me. People, the outrage. It's an outrage. But it will cause great harm, not just to Tesla, but to many companies. And while Tesla will weather the storm, there are many small companies that will not. And all people's, everything people have worked for their whole life is being destroyed in real time. And we're going to have many suppliers, and are having many suppliers that are having super hard times, especially the small ones. And it's causing a lot of strife to a lot of people. Yeah.
Well, Elon, on that point, you mentioned people that gave their lives to build the country. My faults for you on this. There've been a lot of comparisons, drawn to the state of the U.S. economy to the early 1930s when Roosevelt began a series of New Deals and infrastructure projects, or post-World War II when Eisenhower launched the U.S. Highway Act, and when JFK launched the Apollo program, which you could say was influenced by the Cold War, clearly, and you've benefited from, and our space program benefited from. What would be your message to U.S. lawmakers on this call as we, in addition to your opinions on shelter in place, but thinking longer term, your message to U.S. lawmakers coming out of the crisis, specifically around EV infrastructure and a chance to kind of work with taxpayers to support sustainable transport and renewable energy. I'm wondering if you see this, as a chance to make the crisis and all the loss and lives lost not be in vain. Thanks.
I think it's high time we invested in infrastructure in this country. We have a lot of crumbling highways and bridges, and frankly, when I visit China, I see their infrastructure as being much better than ours. It's great. Europe has better infrastructure. It's really quite sad. The U.S. infrastructure, especially sort of roads and highways, is where it is today, and our airports, in a lot of cases, are an embarrassment. So, and it's not just a question of money; it's a question of will. Sometimes we spend a lot of money on these things, but what do we gain for it? We really need to be thinking about what is the transportation of the future, not the transportation of the past. If this was 1920, do you want to be investing in steam engines or internal combustion engines? Obviously, not steam engines. So, this is a time to think about the future, and also to ask, is it right to infringe upon people's rights, as what is happening right now? I think the people are going to be very angry about this, and are very angry. It's like if somebody wants to stay in their house, that's great. They should be allowed to stay in their house, and they should not be compelled to leave. But to say that they cannot leave their house, and they will be arrested if they do, this is fascist. This is not democratic. This is not freedom. Give people back their goddamn freedom.
I think we'll end it there, guys. Give people back their goddamn freedom. Have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you later.